What is going on YouTube? This is AJayPay bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's against Pegasus, and it's an OU match. I'm pretty busy today, so this is going to basically be a kind of sort of boring battle since it's OU, and it's going to be kind of short as well, so let's just go ahead and begin the battle. I'm going to lead off with my Reuniclus, predicting him to lead off with either his Terrakion or his Gliscor, but he's actually going to lead off with his Tentacruel. Now, Reuniclus is a special set. It's the Burn Orb, is that called? Flame Orb. Yeah, that's the Flame Orb set. Basically just to cripple any physical attackers like Tyrantars, which I can probably live one hit from it, or Scizor, or like Gliscor or Terrakion in general. So as you see, he sets up 2 layers of spikes, and I revealed that I already am the top of the Flame Orb set, so I might as well just trick predicting a switch, but he decides to get both layers up, and I burned this thing. So now he's just gonna outright just attack me at this point, as I'm just gonna go ahead and trick again, since I want my orb back just to save it for later, just in case if I can trick one of his physical attackers and cripple its attack. As he just is gonna stay in, I guess. I don't know why he stayed in, I'd switched out by now. But he's just gonna keep on going for a Scald, and I'm just gonna go for the Psychic here, as he gets a crit right there, which actually does matter. And I go for a Psychic. It does not kill him, but the burn will kill him for sure. Now, usually with like most of my Psychic types, I would carry like Psyshock or Psychic. I mean Psyshock over Psychic. But as you'll see later, I chose the better play in choosing Psychic for this one, as he's gonna switch into his Terrakion, as I'm going to predict him to go for X-Scissor. I'm going to switch out to my Tentacruel, and I take that pretty well. Now, I'm believing his choice, since most Terrakions are either choice Band or choice Scarf, so I'm going to predict him to switch out, and I'm going to go for a Toxic, and he goes to his Pythagoras, which is great for me to Toxic it, since it's probably his defensive wall. Well, it is his defensive wall, and poisoning walls are the best thing to do in basically in any Pokemon match. As I'm just gonna go for Scalds at this point, just trying to take it out, and it looks like he has some special defense EVs invested. So I'm gonna switch out and go to my Reuniclus, predicting the Will-O-Wisp again. Well, since he missed it the first time, and he can't burn me since I already am burned, and burn does affect me due to my Magic Guard ability. Now, since Pythagoras's are most of the time invested in defense EVs, I thought that this Shadow Ball that it would probably do to me won't kill me, but it actually does, so that's kind of a misplay on my part. And as you can tell, if he didn't crit me with that Scald, I probably would have lived that Shadow Ball. So I switched back into my Tentacruel just to finish him off with the Scald. However, I don't finish him off with the Scald, and he gets a rest up, so now basically all my hard work on this Pythagoras was all for nothing. As I'm going to switch into my OG Dragon, the original dragon of all dragons, Dragon Knight, and I'm just gonna set up some Dragon Dances. Stupidly setting up some Dragon Dances, because then I realized if I hit him with the Outrage, my multi-skill is gonna be broken, since he has the Mummy ability, and when you hit him, basically you get the Mummy ability. So I don't want that happening yet. So basically, I just wasted turns. As I'm gonna switch into my Metagross, well, actually my Zoroark, as he's gonna burn me with the Will-O-Wisp, which would have been bad if this was actually my Metagross, but this is actually my Zoroark, so I'm just gonna go for the straight up Dark Pulse, since nothing on his team would want to take it. As he switches into Celebi, and sadly, I reveal here that I am the Zoroark. I go for a Dark Pulse, and that does a whole lot to the Celebi. So I'm just gonna switch up moves apparently, I guess, and I'm just gonna go for the Flamethrower as he switches out to this Milotic. Now, I shouldn't have switched up moves. Usually it's good to switch up your moves, but when you switch up your moves, you should look at his team and what he has left, just in case. As now, if I went for Dark Pulse, I probably would have done more damage to this Milotic. As I'm going to switch out to my Conkeldurr, predicting the Scald, and hopefully getting the burn from the Scald. And luckily for me, I get the burn, so now I have the Guts boost, so I'm choice banded as well, so this is going to do a whole lot. As now I'm just gonna go for the superpower on this Milotic, as it's gonna go for the recover, and you'll see in a second here that this recover really did matter, as I'm gonna go for the superpower now. And I thought this would OHKO him, since choice banded Guts. Nope. Max attack, adamant nature as well. But since he's burned, he does have the Marvel skill ability, which ups his defense, so that's why he lived in general. So now he's going to predict my superpower again and go to his Pythagoras just to be immune to it. However, I'm going to actually predict that, and I'm going to go into my Dragonite. As now, at this point, I don't really care. I'm just going to go ahead and Dragon Dance at this point. As he's going to go for the Shadow Ball, and that's not going to do a lot to me since I have multi-skill up at the moment. But he gets a special defense drop, which doesn't really matter, as I got 2 Dragon Dances up now. As he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, and that will cut my attack. However, I actually carry the Lumberry, so it doesn't matter. It's alright, it's okay. I'm just going to go for that Outrage, and this will easily 2-hit KO this Pythagoras. As now I no longer have multi-skill, as he's going to go for the Haze. Now, if I went for Dragon Dance that turn, and he went for that Haze, then all my Dragon Dance would be for nothing, since Haze eliminates all status changes. As he's going to switch out to his Milotic as basically as Death Fodder. And I'm going to knock that thing out. As now I'm still locked to Outrage at this point, so I have to stay in. And he's just going to go for the Stone Edge. And that'll easily knock out my Dragonite. So there goes my Dragonite. And now at this point, I believe I have 4 pokes left. As I'm going to switch into my actual Metagross this time, as you can see, since I have full health this time. As I'm just going to go for the straight up Medium S. Just because I don't want to over-predict, since even if he does switch into something, he'll probably die. As he's basically up to Celebi as Death Fodder. So now he switches back into this Terrakion, and I'm fearing the close combat. So I'm going to switch out and go into my Tentacool. And this Tentacool takes this close combat pretty damn well. I have no defense investments at all. I'm fully special defensive with EVs, full HP EVs, and I believe 4 special attack EVs. As he's going to switch out to his Pythagoras, predicting my Scald, since he can probably take a Scald since he has some special defense EVs in his Pythagoras. As I get the burn again, I'm just getting lucky with these Scald burns. I usually never do, but yeah, I guess I am today, in that match at least. So I'm just going to go for the Scald again, since he probably just want to sack this thing at this point, and that'll easily knock out this Pythagoras. So therefore, that burn did not really matter. So he's going to switch into his Terrakion now, and he's just going to go for the Stone Edge, since that is the best move he can do, since that's the neutral hit he can only do on me. As I'm going to go for the Scald, I know this won't kill, however, I get a burn. So all my Scalds are just burning, so now this Terrakion is no longer a threat to my team, but I'm just going to let my Tentacruel die here since it's done enough work, and I don't want anything else really to take a Stone Edge, even though it is burned at all. So now he has 2 pokes left, and I have 3. So I'm going to switch into my Metagross now, as I'm just going to go for the Ice Punch, since it will basically kill his Terrakion if he stays in, and he has a Gliscor left, which he'll probably switch into and predict my Earthquake just to be immune to it. But I go for Ice Punch, and I hit that thing in the face, and that does a whole lot. As he's going to go for the Protect, uselessly going for the Protect. He's just basically stalling for time. He's going to lose at this point. As now I'm just going to hit him with the Ice Punch this time, and that will easily knock out this Gliscor. As he has 1 poke left, which is this Terrakion, which I'm pretty sure is Scarfed, because I believe this is my Scarfed Metagross. I'm not sure, but I believe this is my Scarfed Metagross, because he outspeeds me, and I'm basically going for an Ice Punch, so I'm assuming I locked into it. As I'm going to take out Terrakion, and that's going to be a 3-0 win for me. So that was a good game, Pegasus. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys have been enjoying my videos lately. As this one is not one of my greatest ones, as I need to get more matches up, since I do have good games, but I don't want to actually record them until I actually get more fans to actually enjoy my videos. So yeah, like if you like, comment if you like, and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you guys later.